Today we'll go through the same unit one of your fundamental of nursing. We have already discussed what are the code of ethics up to the INC code of professional conductor for the nurses in India. Up to this, we have already completed in the previous class. So what are those? What are the professional conduct INC code? Okay. First, we have already discussed about the professional responsibility and accountability. Then nursing practice, nursing communication and interpersonal relationships. Then valuing human beings, management. Then professional advancement. So up to this slide, we have already discussed in the previous class. So today we'll see the next. What are all the professional etiquettes for nurses? Okay, so etiquettes means what? It's a code of good manners that a nurse should follow. Okay, so the nurse is an important member of the health team that must work in cooperation and harmony for the care of the sick. So, for a smooth functioning and a good interpersonal relationship, as you as a nurse should follow certain type essential good manners, like you should be courteous to all, be gentle and polite in your talk. Okay, you should greet your seniors, you should greet your co-workers, your clients, etc. Okay, with appropriate words like good morning, good evening. Okay, and according to the time you have to wish them, greet them, to your seniors, to your co-workers and your clients, like what I said, good morning to your seniors. You should greet them good evening according to the time. Okay, then you should, as a nurse, you should address the seniors with a proper title. Okay, like sir, madam. Okay, sir, madam, mr, mrs. Okay, so stand up when people of higher rank enter into your room. Okay, at the time you should stand up. Okay, when you have to give answer, when you are answering, you're answering when you are answering. Okay, at that time you should stand up in the classroom. Okay, so open the door for the seniors and stand aside for them to pass. So these are the professional etiquettes for the nurses. Okay, excuse yourself when overtaking a senior person. Okay, overtaking. So stand aside and give way to seniors when you cross them on the way. Okay, in the corridors, like in the staircases. Okay, at the time you should stand aside and give way to the senior. Okay, when they are crossing, when you cross them on the ways. Okay, maintain silence whenever, wherever and whenever necessary. Like in a classroom you should have to maintain the silence, in library. Okay, in study room, and so these are the places you should maintain, you should keep silence. Okay, keep your dress neat and tidy. Okay, then while on duty, never use any form of jewelry that may interfere with your work. Okay, obey seniors without arguing with them. Okay, obey seniors without arguing. Then you should help the senior to carry a heavy load if you find them on the way. Then you can say thank you when someone is doing a favor for you, and also when someone correct you. Okay, you can say thank you, you should say thank you to them. Those are helping you, correcting you. Okay, and doing favor for you. So these are the important professional etiquettes. Okay, you should have that qualities. Okay, then get prior permission from the sister in charge before you take any article from the department. Then do not delay the answers to the questions, give the answer immediately and appropriately. Okay, be punctual always. Avoid thumb sucking and nail biting. This type of childhood things you should be avoid. Okay, Then in an assembly, let the senior take the seat first. Okay, should give respect to your senior. When you are listening to someone, keep eye contact and sit face to face. Okay, so then only they will feel that you are listening to them. So eye contact is most important. Okay, say excuse even if you hurt others accidentally. Okay, never let other secret go out of view. Always close the door after getting into the room, and when you get out of the room, if so desired. Okay, so always close the door when you after getting into a room. Knock at the door and wait for the answer before you enter into others room. Okay, do not cover the mouth while talking to others. Cover your mouth when you're coughing and when you're sneezing. Okay, now it's important in during corona time. Okay, you should cover your mouth and nose for what, for controlling or preventing the droplet infections to others. Okay, then excuse yourself before you interfere with others engaged in talking and doing some work. Okay, you should not give and receive any gifts or any presents, especially from the client side and from the relatives of the patient. Okay, you should not take or you should not give any gift from the client side. Okay, so these are the professional etiquettes for nurses. So as a nurse, you must have these qualities. Okay. And move forward to the next slide. What are the roles and responsibilities of a nurse? We'll see one by one. So, traditionally, the role of the nurse was to provide care and comfort, comfort as they carried out a specific nursing function. Okay, but changes in nursing of the day have expanded the role to include increased emphasis on health promotion and illness prevention, as well as concern for the client as a whole. So at present time, nurse functions in the interrelated roles as given below. Like you can what are the main functions? What are the main nurse functions are here listed here? Care, first one is caregiver, second communicator, then teacher, client, family educator, counselor, decision maker, as a leader or manager, as a rehabilitator, as a projector or advocator. Okay, so we will discuss one by one. So as a caregiver, caregiving role is a primary role of the nurse. So the provision of care to clients that combines both the art and the science of the nursing in meeting physical, emotional, intellectual, socio-cultural and spiritual needs. So as a caregiver, the nurse helps the client to regain health, okay, through the healing process. So the caregiver also helps the client and family to set a goal with minimum cost of time and minimum cost of energy. Okay, so as a caregiver, the nurse integrates other roles to promote wellness through activities and which prevent the illness and which helps to restore the health and facilitate coping with the disability or death. Okay, so as a caregiver, these are the roles. Okay, next we'll discuss about communicator. So the role of the communicator, what are the role is a main central. Okay, it's central to other nursing roles. Okay, it is the center part or central role of the nurse. The quality of communication is a critical factor in meeting the needs of the client. Okay, without clear communication, effective nursing care is impossible. Okay, so it is a central role of the nurse. Third one is teacher or as a client family educator. Okay, so the use of communication skills is to assess and implement and evaluate individualized teaching plans to meet learning needs of the clients and their families. Okay, so this it's a the use of communication skills is to assess, implement what we are planning. We have to implement those things. No, implement and evaluate the individualized teaching plans to meet learning needs of the clients and their families. So as a teacher, the nurse explain the client's concepts and facts about the health, and she should demonstrate the procedures. Okay, she demonstrates procedures such as self-care activities, determines that the client fully understand and reinforces learning or client behavior, and evaluates progress in learning. So here what nurse is doing, she is educating the family she is educating the patient, and also educating the patient's family, so which helps them to take care of themselves. Okay, and which help teaching about what she's teaching about health condition. Okay, patient's health condition. According to patient's condition, nurse is giving health education. Okay, so which helps them to take which helps them to do self-care activities. Okay, self-care activities. So next we'll discuss about the counselor, nurse as a counselor. The use of therapeutic interpersonal communication skills to provide information, make appropriate referrals, and facilitate the client's problem solving and decision making skill. Okay, here the use of therapeutic interpersonal communication, IPR, you can say interpersonal interpersonal communication skills to provide what we are which what is helping here. Therapeutic interpersonal communication skill is helping to provide information, to make appropriate referrals, and to facilitate the client's problem solving. Okay, and decision making skill. Okay, next we'll discuss decision maker. So here, to provide effective care, the nurse uses decision making skill throughout the nursing processes. Okay, so before undertaking any nursing intervention, whether it is assessing the client's condition, giving care, or evaluating the results of care, or the nurse plans the action by deciding the best approach for each client by using decision making skills. Okay, what she is doing here, making decision. Okay, so she is here to provide effective for giving or providing effective care. The nurse uses decision making skill. Okay, during the nursing process. Okay, next we'll see about leader, nurse as a leader or nurse as a manager. So healthcare teams such as dietitian or physiotherapist, when managing the client needs, and nurses also direct their subcoordinates subordinates for quality of nursing care. So healthcare teams such as dietitian, physiotherapist, when managing the client's need, and nurse also direct their subordinates for quality of the nursing care. Okay, nurses must also manage their own time and the resources of the practice setting when concurrently providing care to the several clients. So as a leader or as a manager, nurse coordinate and delegate care responsibilities and supervise other health care workers. Okay, So nurses must also manage their own time and their resources. Okay, sometimes she is doing or she is taking decisions as a leader, as a manager for achieving the goal. Okay, achieving the goal, that means for providing quality care to the patient. Okay, next about rehabilitator. So rehabilitation is a, what do you mean by rehabilitation? It's a process which by which individuals return to maximal levels of functioning after illness or after accidents, or you can say after other disabling events. Okay, so usually the clients experience some improvements and all aspects of health. So the nurse helps them to adapt as fully as possible. So by using his or her knowledge and skill, okay, by using his skill of many concepts which she learned. Okay, so rehabilitation, as I said, is a process where individuals return to maximal levels of functioning after his illness, or illness you can say after accident, disabling events. Okay, so the clients experience some improvements and all aspects of health. The nurse helps them to adapt as fully as possible. Okay, by using his or her knowledge and skill. Okay, what she learned before, but the many concepts which she learned, which she learned before. The next about protector. Nurse as a protector or nurse as a advocator, client advocate, protector or advocator. So the protection of human or legal rights and securing of care for all the clients based on the belief, okay, that clients have the right to make informed decisions about their own health and own lives. Okay, so as a protector, the nurse helps to maintain the safe environment for the client and takes steps to prevent injury and protect the client from possible adverse effect of the diagnostic and treatment measures. So for example, you can say confirming that a client doesn't have an allergy to medication. So before giving any medicine, before administering any medication, you should, as a nurse, you should be confirmed about is there any adverse effect to this medicine, to that patient. Okay, of this medicine to that patient, is there any adverse effect or any allergy of this medicine to the patient. You should be confirmed before giving or before administering any medication. Okay, so next, move forward to the next slide. What are the expanded career roles? Okay, what are the expand career roles of the nurse? So nurses are fulfilling expanded career roles such as those of nurse practitioner, clinical nursing specialist, nurse midwife, nurse educator, nurse researcher, and nurse anesthetist. So all of which allow greater independence and autonomy. So here, what are the roles listed here? First, we'll discuss about clinical nurse specialist. Okay, so a nurse with an advanced degree or advanced education, or you can say advanced experience, who is considered to be an expert in a specialized area of nursing. So nursing or carriers a direct client care, consultation, teaching clients, families, and staff, or conducts research. So clinical nurse specialist means here a nurse with an advanced degree or advanced education who is considered to be an expert in a specialized area of nursing. Okay. Next we'll discuss about nurse practitioner. So a nurse with an advanced degree certified for a special area or a age of client care work in a variety of health care settings or in independent practice to make health assessment and deliver primary care. So here the nurse with an advanced degree certified for a special area of the client care, okay, who works in a variety of healthcare settings and in independent practice to make health assessment or to deliver primary health care. Okay, she is known as nurse practitioner. The nurse midwife. So here nurse who complete a performance, what we call as nurse midwife, those nurse who completes a performance in midwifery and who provides prenatal and postnatal care and conduct deliveries to women with uncomplicated pregnancies. Okay, those nurses called as nurse midwife. Clear? Here, those nurses provide prenatal, postnatal care and conducting deliveries to women with uncomplicated pregnancies. Those nurses are called as nurse midwife. Then, next we'll discuss about nurse anesthetist. So here those nurses who have completed a course of study in anesthesiology, okay, and carries out pre-operative visits and assessment and monitor anesthesia during surgery and evaluates post-operative status of clients. Okay, so here those nurses who have complete their for a anesthetist nurse, you should for become a anesthetist nurse you should have to complete a course of study in anesthesiology, okay, and those anesthetist nurse, those are carries out pre-operative visits and assessment, and they are administering and monitoring anesthesia during surgery and evaluating post-operative status of the client. Okay, so these are the roles of nurse anesthetist. Okay, next we'll see about the nurse educator. So nurse educator usually with an advanced degree teachers in the educational in the clinical setting, who teaches theoretical knowledge, who is teaching you about the theory and clinical skill also, and who conducting the research, who helps to who conducts the research, those are known as nurse educator. Okay, so here nurse usually with an advanced degree teachers in all area, means in educational clinical setting, educational and clinical setting, and who teaches you the theoretical knowledge, and clinical skill and conduct the research. Those nurses called as what? Nurse educator. Okay, the next we'll see about nurse administrator. So a nurse who functions at various levels of management in healthcare settings, in healthcare setting, those are responsible for the management and administration of resources and personnel involved in giving client caring. Okay, so here those nurses who are functioning at various levels of management. They are functioning in healthcare setting. Those are is responsible for the management and administration of resources and personnel involved in giving client care. Okay, so those are known as nurse administrator. The next we'll see about nurse researcher. So a nurse with an advance, here that nurse is known as a nurse researcher who is advanced degree, who has advanced degree. Okay, those conducts research relevant to the definition and improvement of nursing practice, nursing education and administration. Okay, so those are known as nurse researcher. Those are having advanced degree. Okay, then last one is nurse entrepreneur. So here a nurse usually with an advanced degree may manage a clinic or may manage a health related business, who conduct research, provide education and who serve as an advisor. Okay, advisor and consultant to institution, political agencies or business. Okay, so those nurses are known as nurse entrepreneur. Okay, sorry, the nurse who are usually with an advanced degree. They have the advanced degree and they may manage a clinical or health related business. Okay, and those are conduct research, providing education also, and serving as serve as an advisor or consultant to institution, political agencies or business, those nurses known as what? Nurse entrepreneur. So what we have discussed today, we have discussed about professional etiquettes for nurses, several etiquettes like I already discussed. You should be, as a nurse you should be punctual always. Okay, and then you should address the seniors with a proper title like sir, madam, sister, mister. Okay, like that you should have to address them to your seniors. Then you should greet your seniors also, co-workers and your clients also. You should greet them. Okay, then you should be gentle and polite in your talk. So these are professional qualities. Okay, several qualities I have discussed today. Then keep your dress be simple. Okay, be simple. Do not wear too much heavy jewelry. Okay, which interferes with your work. Okay, maintain silence whenever and wherever necessary, like in your classroom, in your library, study room. Okay, dormitories. So there you should have to maintain the silence. Okay, stand aside and give way to your seniors. Okay, greet your seniors when you cross them on the way. You should stand aside or give the way to the senior. So these are the manners. Okay, good manners and etiquettes you should have to learn. Okay, then avoid the small means childish thing, like avoid thumb sucking and nail biting while you are attending class. Okay, then be punctual, already said. Excuse yourself and whenever means over talking a senior person, open the door for the seniors and stand aside for them to pass. These are the things, these are the good manners you should have to learn when you are coming to the nursing profession. These are the etiquettes I have already discussed. Then next we have already discussed about roles and responsibilities of a nurse. What are the roles? Okay, what are the roles? So nurse as a caregiver, nurse as a communicator. What are the roles? Nurse as a teacher or client family educator, nurse as a counselor, then decision maker, leader or manager, rehabilitator, protector and advocator. Okay, so what are their responsibilities, what are their several roles and responsibilities we have discussed today already. Then, about expanded career roles, I already told you what are the expanded career roles as a clinical nurse specialist, nurse practitioner, nurse midwife, nurse anesthetist, nurse educator, nurse administrator, nurse researcher, nurse entrepreneur. What are their role? Okay, expanded career roles. Today we have learned till this slide. Next we'll discuss about healthcare agencies in the next class. Okay, in your next class we'll discuss about healthcare agencies. So till this, if you have any doubt, you can ask me, you can put a message, okay, to me personally, you can ask. Thank you for listening me. Have a good day.